I don't usually have a problem gauging books that I'm gonna like and books that I won't. However, I do have 5 books that really surprised me and 5 books that were kind of disappointing. The first book that I found to be really surprising was Casino Royale. I had no interest in reading anything that was related to James Bond. I read this in college and I thoroughly enjoyed it. There are problems that I have with it, but overall this is a really solid piece of media. Next, I have Sadie. I think I was shocked by this one because I read it so much later than whenever it came out and put it down. I felt like it was a really, really well done novel. The next book is Family of Liars. This is the prequel to We Were Liars, but it came out second. I have this one on my list purely because I read We Were Liars in 7th grade and I did not remember much about it. So I think I ended up enjoying this more than I thought I was going to. The next book that surprised me is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This one is only on the list because I don't really read fantasy anymore. I have never really been a huge fantasy reader. It's not really my genre. However, I did pick this one up because I thought that it would be a tester to see if I still could read fantasy. This is one of my favorite books of all time. But not least for books that surprised me, I have If We Were Villains. This one is on the list because I read The Secret History first. I thought that the plots were going to be too similar. Although what I really liked about this one was the theater aspect, and I felt like that was what kept it going for me. I also felt like the writing style, while it's similar to Donna Tartt's, was able to take its own liberties and be its own kind of piece of work. Next, I have 5 books that disappointed me. Some of these were books that I did not go in with high expectations but still managed to disappoint me, and some of these were books that I thought I was going to like. The first one is The Unhoneymooners. I really thought I was going to love this, and it makes me really sad that I didn't. I felt like it dragged. I was not really invested in the relationship. I remember I skimmed a lot of it. It just was not as strong of a rom-com as I had been led to believe. The next one is actually a set of 2, but they're on the list not because I thought that I was really gonna just like love them right away, but because I just had different expectations about what I thought it was going to be. I love a good kitschy romance, trashy romance, like that kind of vibe from time to time, especially hockey romances. I've been here since before the internet found out about hockey romances, but Icebreaker and Wildfire were 2 that I read, and I thought that they were going to be more entertaining than they were, and I found them both to be very boring, and I didn't care. I was annoyed and I was frustrated and I was pissed off. Next is actually a book that I really did love overall. I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads, so it's not necessarily a disappointment. That was Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. This is a fantastic novel on character voice. However, the reveal kind of went over my head, and I thought it was because I was just dumb. But my mom also read this book and my dad, and they both said that they didn't really like get the full picture either. Next is a book that I hate is on this list, and maybe I'll give it a reread, but I just don't know if I have it in me. And that is Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. Conversations with Friends was my first Sally Rooney. This one I felt was just so lackluster compared to the other ones that I've read now. And last but not least is another one that I had my eye on for so long and thought that I was really gonna love, and I ended up just kind of liking, and that was Iona Iverson's Rules for Commuting. I just found it to be a little bit more surface level than what I was originally anticipating, and it made me sad because I thought I was really gonna like it.